Hello and welcome to what is now episode 3 of the Noob to Glory versus FUT Founder Road to Glory. Essentially what you'll see going on in the background is my squad battle rewards. We've switched to a post-com style this time because unfortunately the audio seemed to have messed up when I had recorded and it didn't pick up anything. But you won't have missed much because essentially what you're going to see now is me speeding it up a little bit, but essentially we got 3 packs from Silver 2, I believe. We didn't manage to stay in Silver 1. And we got 3 non-rares, spoiler alert. However, despite this, we did manage to get cards that helped us along and definitely progressed us towards what you'll see, which is our final team. This week we've gone through a couple of changes with regards to the squad. We've upped the difficulty, which I'm playing at now. And you'll see that I'm chatting away in the background here. So I'm going to let the packs run through and we'll come back to you with the next steps. So here we've gone into the next part of the video where we've started doing SBCs. This week they had a lot of the 82 plus upgrade and the 81 to 87. Now my belief is that 82 plus is better, and would actually get you better cards, but I don't have enough cards in my club to actually keep rinsing that. So you'll see us go through quite a few 81 to 87s. We didn't get much, but we did get a couple that you might see later on in the squad that we've eventually stayed with. Those would be so we had a couple of small dubs, but mainly losses throughout. So I'm just going to let this play through. Here you see what the plan was. So this week there's an Ajax versus PSV Eindhoven match showdown, and there's two cards up for grabs. The Klaiber and the Malin. Now the Malin's a striker. We're going to get loads of attackers throughout the year. It's not very worth it. The Klaiber, however, is a very interesting card. It's 85 rated. It's probably one of the better right backs. It's definitely the best Dutch right back that you can get. On top of that, with the other SBC that's on offer currently, which is the Iron Robin, you now have an ability to link those, and let's say in a 4-5-1, that would sort you out for chemistry. So my initial thinking was I was going to try and find the cheapest way, including using the cards that I'd gotten out of the 81 to 87 upgrade, to try and build myself a squad. And you'll see that I managed to snipe quite a few cards at below market price. That would be the Oscar and the Strakosha, as well as the I think those are the only two that I managed to snipe. Oh, and the Perisic left mid. Now I did make the mistake that during this time that I thought that the Godin that I had used in this squad was actually available on the market, but I figured out that it wasn't eventually. And you'll also see that there's a change in the direction that we head towards later on. Here we go into the gameplay. So this week I've moved up in difficulty, and there was a couple of challenges associated with that. So with the lower rated squad battle squads, so those with lower chemistry or lower team rating, I decided to try and push myself and go for world class difficulty. I'm squeaking out a couple of wins, mainly there here and there, around 2-1. I tried to do that with the team of the week and team of the week team, as well as the beat my squad team that was being offered. But I figured that actually there's only about 100 points difference between, or 200 points difference between world class and semi pro, and I can beat semi pro easily and get maximum points from that. Whereas against world class, it's extremely difficult, and I also found professional quite difficult at that stage. So I found my level currently, and I still have yet to go into online play more often, which would be the next step. So here you'll see just a couple of run throughs. I think we're solidly in silver 2, and we might try and push towards silver 1 this week. As I'm recording this is Sunday night, so may not get much more gameplay in this week. Finally, we come to the end of the video. So here you'll see that I switched tact. So I had originally decided that I was going to go for this Klaiber right back card, but I figured right back doesn't make that much of a difference to your squad. It's mainly about your attackers and your centre backs and goalkeeper. I say that having not had that investment in those areas. So, but also another point that I've decided to sort of I remembered from watching Road of Glories in the past is that the importance of keeping liquid assets. So those are tradable assets that you can sell. Now, once we start doing online play and maybe eventually go towards FUT champs and div rivals, I'll probably take untradable rewards just to stock out the club and do SBCs. But given buying things and sort of investing, I'd rather probably invest in liquid assets. So those would be cards that you can buy off the market. With that in mind, I decided to sell off the cards that I had gotten originally for the Klaiber SBC. So that would be the Oscar, the Strakosha, which I've now sold, and the Perisic, and I got money back from them quite quickly. I also completed and essentially, I may not have included it, but I essentially lost all of my Div Rivals matches just so that I can get that bonus and just progress on there next time when I've decided. Here you'll see me looking through the different types of special cards that are on offer, the Road to Finals, the Team of the Group stages, hero cards, just seeing what's out there and what would be useful. I bought this Kubo, and Kubo actually works really well. He's strong links to Alcacer, who essentially is a very decent striker, not the paciest, but he has decent shooting and he's served his purpose so far. Kubo himself is an 84 rated. He came with a hunter card, which is what prompted me to actually buy it, because that means I wouldn't have to get a chem style for him. He's now got boosted pace and shooting. He already has very good dribbling. He has a chance to be upgraded. So when I think the team he plays for, I can't remember what team he plays for, but essentially when they pair their next match is against Salzburg, I know that. I think it's Villarreal. Let me just search it up. Villarreal. Yes, so it's Villarreal. I just didn't want to sound stupid. So his team Villarreal is still in the Europa League and playing Salzburg next, so they may progress, and then Kubo's price will go up. Regardless, I've now got a card that is tradable and that I plan to be using for a very long time. Beckham has decent defensive stats for a right mid, and you see me buying a Tammy Abraham to fit myself into a 4-4-2. That'll be it for this week anyway, and thank you so much for watching.